Right, morning. So today I thought I'd do one on low back. Dead common injury. It sucks. I've done things to my back a number of times and it's debilitating. It gets you down, it makes everything difficult, and sometimes I feel like it's never going to get any better. And I've done a number of different things, I've had a number of different treatments, I've tried all sorts of things with it. Now, it's a complex thing. There's a number of problems we can have within the back. A common one is something like disc issues. And what can happen with that is we can have the back seizes up as sort of a protective mechanism, but then after that we can have a loss of stability. So something I found very useful when I did mine was it's sort of the McGill approach, and it's sort of a 3D approach. So we do something on our back, we do something on our side, and we do something on our front, and we're kind of putting like an armour around that lower back with activating that entire trunk, and that has a protective effect on the back. And that was something when my back was really bad. Bear in mind I'm going from squatting 200 key for reps to struggling to pick my kid up, and it was significantly debilitating. I was really struggling, I was really down, it got me depressed. I'll be honest, I was. When I look back on some of the stuff I wrote back then, where I was writing little messages to my future self, and I was in a bad place. And everything just sucked. Everything sucked because of it. It was just constant pain. Walking was pain. If I walked for more than 10 minutes, I'd be in agony. I couldn't even walk. That's how bad it was. And it took a long time, and it took a lot of different things. Yes, flexibility is important. Stretching, we'll talk about that another time. But this was one of the things I did every single day. It's like a bit of first aid for your back. So when it's really bad, it's like you put that armour around it, and it would take that pressure off a little bit. And then I've kept it up since, and it's helped to keep it in a good place. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do one on our back. So there's a couple of versions of this we can do. So I've got a muscle here called your transverse abdominis. So I'm taking two fingers, bone a bit on your hip, just go in a little bit and cough. And what you'll do is you'll find a couple of little muscles kick in. They're what we're trying to activate. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull our belly button into the floor. So we go like that, and then simply we're just going to breathe into our stomach. So not into our chest. So not, we're breathing here, like that. Push your belly out. So I'm going to activate them, and then that's a very simple, that's the first little one. After that, what we can do is we can do it again. Bring my belly button in, I can breathe in a little bit, and then I can march. You see I'm just lifting my heels up there. Just a little march just to get it activated. Very simple. And then we can advance that to, let's stick that leg out. We'll extend those legs. And then finally, what we can build up to is something like a dead bug. Now, I will do one on advanced versions of this. We can add a band in, we can add a weight in. There's a number of things we can do, but it is a great exercise. Often done incorrectly in butchery. Get that bit right first. We need to be mindful of this muscle and establish that connection first. Okay, so our next one. So with that one, what I'd say do is sort of do sets of 20. Nice low exertion. Take your time with it. Bit of breathing is a good place to start, especially if you are in a bad place with it. But start with that. And that's the first little bit activated. After that, good old side plank. This is your first kind of level of it, right? This is manageable. Maybe do 10 seconds at a time. Do a few sets of that. We can add in that, get a bit of that abductors going here, like abductors stabilising here as well. And then finally, if you extend that leg, can't quite see it, but I've got my leg straight out, arm up, and again, this abductor's going, and this is where it really starts to burn. I'd start off with 10-second bursts and do a few of them. When you're more advanced, you can start doing sort of 20, 30 seconds, and then really advanced, you can add in a bit of rotation. Oh, I might have had a bit of a crack there. Okay, that's our second step. So that's sort of doing, let's call it our side bits. Right. And then now, this is something I like. So the first kind of starting point with these is good old bird dog, yeah? And again, hold, in, extending, see how I've leveled out there. So what you don't want to do, so you want to be set, not like loose, not arched, set, and doing those nice, lengthening that tissue and pushing out in control, yeah? And 10 aside, roughly, nice and controlled. That's a good starting point. what I quite like is, again, to that position, that quadruple position, and up like that. Again, dead simple, it's the burr plank. But here, you really start feeling it. So just so you can see on the side, I'm like that, and I'm up. You can see everything kicked in then as soon as I did it. I'll just hold that position now. We can add some shoulder taps in, some behind the backs, some up. There's loads of different versions. But for now, this is just enough. And build up to about 20 to 30 seconds a few times with that. Ooh, watch your knees. Again, it's a very complex issue. This is just a series of things that I used to do twice a day. And by doing so, I kind of built a little shield around my back and it helped protect it so I could get on with my day. Within a few weeks of doing that, I was able to do a little bit more. And then I say building on that momentum build. Simple, but honestly, give it a try and it'll work. And I'll try and put some, in the future, I'll try and do like some progressions and regressions of each one because there's some cool dead bug ones you can do, there's loads. Anyway, hope it helps. Bye bye.